Hey Ewans, it's WinnieBeeLV with an intro. There's no outro. It's just this ho. Okay, it is DIY day finally, and I have on my I Love New York shirt because we're going to be dealing with the big apples. Yes, I saw everybody putting apple charms onto their Empire bags, and I caught one girl who is an actress on that show Euphoria. I can't think of her name right now. She's a really young girl. She's really, really cute. She was at the Met Gala last year or earlier in the year. And she was all done up by Coach. And she had one of the square, what is it called? New York Times? Or not New York Times. Times Square. There we go. Times Square tabby, okay? And she, was all decked out going to the gala, and I noticed one thing, and if I can, I'll split screen and show you the footage of that TikTok that I found where she's all dressed up, and then they pan down to her Times Square, and she has the Coach apple, which they are still selling right now. If you get just the apple, it's like 95 bucks. But I think she had several of the combination, like the Empire State Building, the taxi cab, something like that. But she had that hanging off of her bag. But they don't sell the one that is strassed and all kinds of bedazzled. As you can see, if I'm doing this correctly, I am a new iMovie now because I got a new computer. So hopefully she's doing this right and you can see the footage of what I saw. Yeah, but when it got down to that apple, I was like, oh my gosh, that is totally rhinestoned out. And I can do that. I can crystallize an apple. The real rough thing was I didn't want to do it to, girl, she usually wants to do it, but I did not want to do the strassing to one of the Coach apples because they're kind of expensive and I didn't want to ruin it. So then I went on a hunt for apples, just to strass, and the hardest time just finding a fake apple that wasn't like $28 for one, you know what I mean? And then I thought, well, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just get the... I finally did find a bunch of little apples used as Christmas ornaments, and that's the one I did first. It's small, but girl, it packs a punch, as many would say. But yeah, I ended up doing this tiny one that's just, it really is just a Christmas ornament that's real shiny underneath. And so I did it with tiny, tiny crystals, which was a bitch. I'm not going to lie. That was a job. And the glue kept drying on me and I have to, it was just a whole lot. This was a whole lot of. And then I just attached a leather strap to it because I bought a big bunch of leather strapping from Amazon in green and I thought that went well with it. So that is what is hanging on my Empire today amongst the other little doodads. Judy Big Booty, yes. Okay, so I went on about my day, decided to, because I have had enough, like 4 years ago, girl, 4 years. It was 2020 November. So just shy of 4 years ago, I did a video about the Timberland boots teaming up with Jimmy Choo, and Cassie $2 got them. A lot of people got them. I don't know. They were in the $1,000 to $2,000 range. They were way out of my price range. Anyway, was I buying that much in bags? Yeah, why didn't I just buy the boots, right? Because I thought, like I did the apple, oh no, I can do this myself. And incidentally, the little gal from the Met Gala, the little actress that had that on her bag, that was her team that did that. They had that done to the Coach apple. So I just thought, girl, I can do this. And same thing with the boots. I thought the same thing. So I'd seen a very large creator at the time who went ahead and attempted doing it to a pair of her boots. Bing, bang, bong. She did it really quickly. and it was great. So I got one of, I believe it was this one. I can't remember. But anyway, I got this one completely done for that video. I'll put the video down below if you want to go back and see. Whew, I looked pretty rough back then. But anyway, if you want to go back and see that video of me strassing this one boot, yeah, girl, it was a whole lot of, again, I seriously did not want to ever see these boots again, but I put them up, and I started on this one. I had started on this one. The only thing that I'd done on the other one, I think I'm telling you the right ones. Yeah. The only thing that I had done on this one was, around the eyelets and then maybe to here. In my mind though, seriously, in my mind, I really thought I had all but that much left. But when I actually started looking at it the other day and got them out to start doing the work, I noticed that I only really had that much of the boot done. So the rest of that, it took me it probably took me another 6-7 hours to finish from here all the way around, and then to do the you know, right here. This was an easy thing because I just cut out, I had a big square of it and I just cut out strips and put it around here. It's kind of half-assed, but what do you want for nothing, right? But anyway, so the only person that ever kept up with this saga was Jame of James Jam. Thank you very much for staying on me about this, because occasionally when I spoke to her, and especially when I saw her a couple times, I've met Jame, and she both times said, now what about those boots? Are we gonna... So if not for her persistence on me, I mean, it wasn't bad, but you know, asking me occasionally about it, I gotta say, I probably still would have these sitting in a closet and not finished. But now they are completely finished, totally strassed. And I had planned all along to give them to my oldest daughter because she and I wear the same size shoe. I doubt that she wants them now. It was kind of a topical thing. It was kind of a thing at the time. And now that time has come and gone. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna, maybe I'll give them a whirl. I don't know. They're brand new boots though, right? I don't know. The thing about these, Mod Podge makes a, I'll link it down below, a spray that you keep glitter on with. And I used that to go over, and then I took a hair dryer and dried it to keep these on, because eventually some of them are bound to pop off. You know, they rub on your pants, your leg, whatever, you cross your legs, you know, that type thing. Like, they're not gonna stay. There's about, I want to say 12, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 12 different sizes used, crystals in the boots. So yeah, you can see, and that's the way that the Jimmy Choo ones are too. I did kind of try to study some people's videos and some pictures of these boots and notice that yes, they did use all different kinds of size. It's just really puzzling is all this is trying to fit one size in there. Oh, and you know, here's one that'll fit there, you know. And so just using the different sizes and making them all work. So yeah, there we go. I have strassed that now. Felt really good at it. I feel like I'm just in a strassing mood. This popped up because I have to tell you, I didn't even know I had this apple, but my mom had sitting on her coffee table for years and years, since I have been grown adult, a little candy dish that used to be my grandmother's. And she had some, you know, like pine bark stuff, some potpourri or something sitting in there. And she had a sugared apple. I don't know how long ago that she got that sugared apple, but I can just remember seeing it sitting there all along. Well, my stepdad brought her, you know, he's occasionally bringing stuff that he finds in the house. He'll say, hey, this was your mother's, you want it? And always I'm like, of course, I can't say no to my mom's stuff. But I looked up on the top of the fridge the other night, 2 nights ago, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna Strauss my mom's sugared apple. And I did, and it came out great. So I think this one being more the size, and I'll keep the other one on, Judy, but I think I'll stick another apple on here. Why not? Girl, sky's the limit. I do think I'm going to affix some cording like that and go ahead. And I even thought, you know what I thought? Should I get some tiny, tiny green Strauss, some, you know, crystals and do the, and then I was like, girl, I can't. I'm done. The tinier, this was not bad because they're huge crystals, and underneath that is kind of shiny because it was that sugary, you know what I'm talking about, that like sugary looking thing. And so behind it is kind of sparkly too. So I'm not really worried about the gaps, and there are some. I could go in with some tiny crystals and fix that, but I thought, what the hell, a rush job, this is fine. Yeah, I can see some big gaps in here, right here, but you can see it, yeah. But overall, it gives the effect that I wanted it to, and yeah, so there we go. I've Straussed 2 apples and finished my boots. What is next? Carter said, we have a lot of tiny pumpkins, and I'm like, I don't know. I gotta be in the right frame of mind. I went through a whole 2-ounce tube of E6000. So I will link the things that I use, basically just E6000 and a toothpick, because I used to use those grabber tools, and man, after you do 1,000 crystals pick up and put on, the rubbery tip comes off, and then you're just left with the metal tip, and that's just kind of like a toothpick to me. So I just use a toothpick. So there we go. Just some easy tips for you if you are into it. If you already do this, if you already do this on your own, it's fun, isn't it? It's fun. It's calming, relaxing. It's just kind of like working a puzzle to me, just trying to get the pieces in there right and daubing the glue on. The glue is a mess. It is an effing mess, but after you get done, it's so satisfying. So there we go. I wonder if Jame wears this size. I will give these to you, Jame. I don't have any use for them, so Jame, if you wear, I think, let me look and see what size these are. They are an 8.5, but they're kind of narrow, and that's why I wear an 8.5, but they're kind of narrow. So if you can wear an 8.5, I want to say narrow, these are yours. I will send them to you, or next time we meet up, I will bring them to you. Don't look too closely at the craftsmanship, though. You might be very surprised. Thank you guys for joining me today for my DIY crystallizing lesson. I don't know if it was a lesson, but just showing you what I've done so far. What else can we do? What else should we Strauss? The possibilities are endless. All right, guys, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe. I'll wait. Go ahead. If you've seen 4, 5, 6, 7 of my videos and you're not subscribed, what? It's free. We're friends. We're family. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll wait. Girl, did you do it? Thank you. Do me a favor. If y'all see my husband, don't tell him nothing. Bye. Girl, I mean, I don't mind working with the big ones. Girl, that's what she said. Ain't that the truth? But these tiny ones, when you get into the teeny, you can see in here that there are some little ooh, and this, Judy's little, they were really tiny. So when you get into the teeny tiny ones, girl, no. I want to pull my hair out. It gets a little crazy. They flip around. They never stay on the little, toothpick end. It's madness, but yeah. All right, give me some tips. If you guys have any tips of the trade, let me know. I'll always take some tips. All right, that's what she said. Just the tip. Oh my God, she's so nasty. I'm gonna put a video right here. Do me a favor, click on that video and keep on watching. Girl, this was my mom's. You couldn't give me $1 million billion for this old apple. Seriously, biatch.